Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as I ask for a moment of silence tonight. One of our dispatchers, police dispatcher Kathleen Kate Cummer, she had over 30 years with our police department. May she rest in peace. Thank you. Roll.
Alderman Rodriguez.
Here.
Alderman Jean-Francois.
Here.
Alderman Johnson. Alderman Ray.
Here.
Alderman Gomez. Alderman Green.
Here.
Alderman Witt.
Here.
Alderman Massey.
Here.
President Rodriguez.
Here.
Quorum is present.
Approval of minutes.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Witt. All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence.
Nothing this evening.
For the good of the city.
Nothing this evening.
Remarks of the mayor.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Just here to watch. I missed it. Or anything, maybe.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. I want to congratulate Maria and the bid district and the Paramount and Parks Department, Police Department, DPW, and everyone who brought about the fireworks at the 4th of July, well, actually the 3rd of July, right? Party, or maybe it was the 2nd of July. 1st of July. I keep going, I'll get there someday.
Well, you got July right.
I got July right, yes. But it was a great show. It was about a 28-minute fireworks show. The music was great. The crowd was huge. And people filled up Woolslayer Field, Monhagan Avenue. And it was just a great time. And all the city crews did a great job. Tonight, I don't know, is the capital budget on for a vote tonight?
Yes, sir.
Yes, there is a vote for the capital budget. And I'll give you an outline of general. And if you have any questions, you have copies. The City Hall renovations, that is the old courthouse being converted into City Hall offices and police offices, and a new system here in the Common Council chambers, which would include, Rick, you'll have to go into that maybe on your report, exactly what it is. That's about $1.8 million. Paramount Theater needs a new roof.
Not my system.
And a new lift that's about $500,000. Police Department is $633,000. It includes 2 new cars. Police Department roof. Fire Department, we have the $1.3 million for the new fire truck, a total of $1.4 million. The Recreation Department is about $96,000. That's the equipment, to complete the equipment at Maple Hill. As you recall, we had a $250,000 grant through Senator Scoofus' office on that project. Also with a compliant minivan in order for them to transport kids back and forth to different events. Public Works. You want me to go through Public Works, Mr.?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Is that the largest budget?
Yes. That's about 2/3 of the capital budget is Public
Wow.
Works. So we have sewage treatment plant, $526,000. That is for a variety of equipment that's listed on here, all necessary, including the septage receiving station, which is actually a money generator. Water Department, we have $352,000. That includes new vehicles, 2 new vehicles, camera updates, and new heat and air conditioning, 1 unit, and some other equipment or redundancy on the chlorine dioxide. Sanitation, $1.1 million. Garbage truck alone is $481,000. The new loader is $370,000, along with the blower, the snow blower for the new loader, which is an additional $270,000. As you know, we had chronic breakdowns from the blowers last year. Maple Hill fountain replacement in the Parks Department, along with some other equipment, totals. Where is it here? Gotta turn the page. Totals $818,000 for total for the Parks and Rec Department, or the Rec Department. That includes new trucks, 8-yard,
Parks Department.
Parks Department, okay.
Just trying to remind you.
I don't know if it's all parks, is it? Well, I'll read them to you, and you can judge what they are. 8-yard garbage truck, that's the smaller truck that picks up in the parks. That's $174,000. We have 2 dump trucks that need to be replaced. That's about $101,000. Several small items, new heat and air conditioning in the community room at the rec center. So the total comes to $9.5 million plus. Oh, I forgot the street department, I'm sorry. That comes to $2 million. That is the replacement of some dump trucks.
Does it say-
Replace truck 13, 14, and 46. That's about $225,000. A new skid steer. Mr. Tawil was going to donate his private skid steer that he had.
Where is it? Where is that?
We don't know where it is. But I told him, no, we can't accept that. But the 3 new dump trucks to replace 3, obviously replacing 3 was about $1.2 million. And 2 new Mason trucks are about $3.3 million. So total is about 9.5. Leonora will make the decision when and how much to borrow at each time. But we need this bond resolution to move it forward. And we always have time to, this is not a commitment to spend the money, but this is a commitment to borrow the money. But we can always, do what we need to do if you have major disagreements on an item. We will also seek grants on these projects, so they could be offset by some grant funding as we submit. For example, the fire truck, there are fire grants, I think it's under SAFA grant. Yeah, something like that. But we do submit on these projects a lot of grants, but and that'll reduce the cost, the city's portion. And that's all I have tonight.
Any question for the mayor? All right.
Thank you.
Remarks of department heads. Economic development. Trying to hide in the back.
I don't have anything this evening, unless you guys have any questions for me.
Alderman Ray?
Thank you. It was amazing night. Thank you. Thanks to the whole team.
Yeah, I was just going to second that. I was like, really, absolutely.
It takes the whole team to put something like that on, and we beat the heat and all. It was a lot of factors, but it went well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the city of Middletown was the only town that actually had the fireworks. Everyone else was canceled.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. All right, great. Great job.
Thanks.
Thanks, Maria. DPW Commissioner. Should we clap for him, too? What's the
Thank you very much. Please sit down. Good evening, everyone. Council President, council members, mayor. First of all, I want to thank you for supporting the. Hopefully, you will support the capital budget. It's very important. The mayor and the council president and the finance chairman, as the rest of you guys, don't take it very lightly. Honestly, the mayor, he went over them, every little item with the fine-tooth comb, and with my deputies as well. That's the truth. And with the deputies, and to make sure that every item that we ask for does qualify and it's really needed. And I would not even put it on the request if it was not needed. And for safety of our public, these are snow plows, these are big trucks, these are front end loader for the garbage. There are snow blowers, there are skid steers, the stuff that we use every day in here for the milling operation that's taking place right now. So we appreciate it very much if you could support our request, like the mayor and the council president and the finance chairman did, and we appreciate that very much. The guys in our department throughout, they appreciate that very much. There are several resolutions from us tonight before you. I will discuss them if you have any questions when it comes to it regarding awarding bids and chemicals, chemicals for the year. One item I just want to mention regarding the award for the chemicals, which is for fluoride. We put it out for public bid. The price per gallon went from $4 plus few cents to $27 per gallon for fluoride. So we decided you will not see the award here, so you will not be awarding that bid. So whenever we need the fluoride in the future, we'll have to make phone calls, get 3 numbers, and to comply with our procurement policy, but we will not award the bid at $27 per gallon from what we are paying right now, which is $4 per gallon, $4 plus for fluoride. It's not the vendor playing games, it's just the price of the chemicals are fluctuating all over the place, and they cannot commit to anything, so they want to play it safe. So that's where we are. And any questions, again, that you may have, I'll be happy to get into them once you get to the resolution. Reservoir level, Alderman Massey, it's at, actually, I updated this now for, it's at 90, sorry, what 50? 96.3%, which is it jumped this this rain event that took place. It drove us up from 93% to 96%. And Manhagan Reservoir, as an example, over 2 days went up by 8 inches. 8 inches, the whole reservoir, because of that rain. Highland Reservoir went up by 5 inches. Shawangunk Reservoir went up by 4 inches. So, obviously we received over the 2 days from Sunday, about 10 o'clock, just before midnight, until this morning, we received 6.64 inches. That's a huge amount of rain. The past few months we've been at deficit. We get a couple of inches, while the average monthly is about 5 inches. We only get 2 inches. Now we got a huge amount, and usually, we don't like, obviously, to get it all at once, because it does cause flooding. It causes potential failures in our culvert, and it's not the best thing for us. And people get some basement get flooded, and we regret all that. But that's God's God's doing of dumping all this on us all at once. I'm not complaining, because we always need the water. Another item, the parking garage, you can see it moving forward, the construction. On 7-9, we're going to have a large crane sitting on the upper parking lot right across from the Paramount, and they'll be installing the double T precast post-tensioned beams in there. That will be the deck for the garage. That will be the major operation. That will start on 7-9 tentatively and will be concluded at 7-14. And that's the double T beams. Milling operation will conclude tomorrow, our annual milling. So no more headaches for people. They can travel. But you got to, again, be careful traveling on these milled roads. Avoid parking next to a barrel. When you see a barrel in the middle of the road, please do not park on either side of it, because that would restrict people in narrow roads. That would restrict passage of other vehicles, including emergency vehicles, fire trucks. They'll drive through it if they have to, but it's not appropriate. So please do not park on either side of the barrel that's in the middle of the road, on top of a manhole, and it's there to protect you so you don't drive over the manhole and get your car adversely impacted by it. Paving is scheduled to start on the 27th. So we have, this couple of weeks we're going to be cleaning up, fixing the roads, taking whatever we have to do. Sometimes we have to do sub-base. That will be all taking place. And the ADA ramps are getting done at the same time, and the curbs and the sidewalks. Don't forget, if you need your curbs and sidewalks done beyond what the city is doing because of the ADA, please contact DPW, our office, 343-3169, and get in touch. The ladies will take your phone number, and we'll get you in touch with the contractor so you can contract directly with him. This way, you'll be paying much less than what we pay because he does not have to use prevailing wages for your private work. That's all I have for tonight, Council President.
Okay, any question for Jacob? Jacob, just a quick question. The snow blower machine, what year are they right now?
It's 67. Don't quote me on the exact number, but
In 1980.
is it? Okay. One is
So we-
67, 1980, yeah.
We gonna get rid of both of them?
No, we'll get rid of the older one. We're going to keep the second one because these things break. This one is an attachment. The one that we have right now, it's actually the actual truck itself is a snow blower. There are no parts for it. So basically we had to get the welders in here, fabricate something, and then long term it takes 3 months to find something, a part for it. So we're not going to get rid of it. We're not going to live here with one blower. We can't do that.
Okay.
Because it breaks, and those blowers, you know how it is when we start blowing. Yes, sir.
Did the rain affect the milling project at all?
One night, yesterday, we shut down, only Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Thank
started, we milled today, and we're gonna mill tomorrow, and that will be the end of it. But yes, it stopped us for 1 day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Police chief?
Good evening. I'd like to thank the council for taking a moment of silence to recognize Dispatcher Comer. For those that don't know, Dispatcher Comer has been with the department for 30-some years. She's the matriarch, was the matriarch of our department. During her career, she worked midnights primarily. My entire career, 27 years, she worked midnights. She was the voice in the darkness of the night that took the calls and responses and provided information to the police officers. She was also the person that almost every new officer, every new supervisor worked with. She was the, per se, field training officer to bring on new supervisors because primarily they would go to nights. She would be the one to guide them, coach them, and get them through their new assignments. And new officers, new supervisors, new dispatchers, truly going to be missed. She was definitely an asset to this community. She lived and breathed Middletown. She loved the Middletown Police Department. Her brother worked for the Middletown Police Department. And Kate was a very community-oriented person. She worked midnights and left in the morning at 8 o'clock to go to OC, and she worked full-time, almost full-time at OC as well for I don't even know how many years. She sat out in the little parking booth outside the parking garage for years to give students guidance and staff guidance. And then she was a very active member of the Mount Carmel Church as well. We'll be sending off Kate this coming Monday and Tuesday, Appleby McPhillips. As I said, she'll be greatly missed in our organization. For those that don't know, she took ill several months ago, and she's been in and out of hospitals and treatment facilities for the past several months. And unfortunately, this past Monday, she did pass. So definitely be missed, and she was an asset, a wonderful woman. We're blessed to know her. Moving forward, July 4th, as we all know, every year that comes with some challenges. This year, I must say, it was a little bit better than we've seen in years past. I did come in, as I traditionally do, work the evening shift, and it seemed a lot better. We did handle 36 calls on the 4th itself, and we made 5 arrests. I will also say that many people were very compliant. The people that we did interact with were not as argumentative as we have seen in the past, so I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the support from all of you and the people throughout the community that did follow the rules and did obey the rules. So I definitely thank them, and I appreciate them. And hopefully, we're seeing a trend. If I look back in historical numbers, it looks like each year we're getting a little bit better, so I hope that continues going in that direction. But other than that, I have nothing unless you have.
Any question for the police chief? Thank you, chief. City clerk?
Good evening. For those watching at home, we are aware that Channel 20 is down. It is frozen on a screen. Eileen and I have been working with Spectrum for the better part of the last 2 days trying to figure out why it's down. Our contact, who usually helps us, has not responded to an email today. I'm assuming that he may or may not be on vacation for the holiday, but rest assured we are aware of it and we are trying to fix it. That said, as the mayor mentioned earlier, there is a line in the capital budget to upgrade some of our infrastructure here. While most of the problems that we are experiencing with Channel 20 are on the end of the broadcaster from Spectrum in terms of getting the signal out, we can do better on our end with upgrading some of the equipment, the cameras, the infrastructure in City Hall, as well as modernizing some of the equipment in this room. So if you have any questions about that, I'll be more than happy to answer them, but we hope that you can support that request.
Any questions for the city clerk? All right, thank you. Public hearings and grievances.
We have one public hearing this evening. Please take notice that the Common Council of the City of Middletown will hold a public hearing on July 7th, 2026, at 7:30 PM in the Common Council Chambers, 16 James Street, Middletown, New York, to consider a proposed amendment to Section 475-25B of the City Code to permit outdoor vehicle storage facilities subject to special use permit and site plan approval requirements within the I-2 Heavy Industry Zoning District. The full text of the proposed law is available on the city website and the office of the city clerk during regular business hours.
Okay, at this time, the public hearing is now open. Anyone wants to talk, come up for the I-2 zone, please come up. Any council member have any comments? Do I have a motion to close? Alderman Massey, second by Alderman Green. All in favor? Public hearing's closed. Remarks of Alderman. Alderman Massey.
Just quickly, Chief, thank you for those comments on Katie. I go back probably 40 or 50 years with Katie. We were very close friends. Our whole family was Middletown oriented. Like the chief said, the brother was a police officer for many years, and the father actually sat on this same council that we sit. So Katie, you're going to be missed.
Alderman Witt.
Thank you. Just a couple of things, observations. It just really seemed like the city is like on top of its game. I mean, just the amount of things that are happening and the way people are affected in such a positive way. I mean, we had this summer opening barbecue by the pool that they had food, and they have like the paid firefighters and the volunteers are there, and there's just so many people. I mean, people are coming up, their families, like all ages. I mean, it's like this younger, I mean, I'm older obviously, but it's still like these younger families that are enjoying everything that we have. And then we have the fireworks, and I was not there for the end, but in the beginning, and just checking out everything and seeing so many people who are coming and enjoying this. And you know, the chief, I mean, of all the things that you all do, I must have heard a half a dozen people tell me how, one, they loved the presents, and two, how easy your people made it to get people out of there when it was done. I mean, the traffic control, the thing, again, we made it easy for people to get there, and there was just, and as part of that, there is, I think we've heard the name Greg Bennett, and Greg Bennett has, through the rec department, created this choir that it seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. They performed at this at these events, and it's kids of all ages, and Greg is a retired choral teacher, Middletown graduate, and it's like, but he's there because Raylyn and Nikki thought there was a need for this, and then like they do with so many different programs, they bring them on, and then first it's 5 kids, and then it's 7, and then it's 10 and 12, and like that's the stuff that our department does for everybody. They try these programs and it sticks, and this is one of them that is really good. And it's like Greg retiring, I think he needed his passion project, and this is clearly it. And I just wanted to acknowledge that. And I mean, you go on social media, you see our senior citizens are in the Sproat Street pool having a good time, and then you see the camps are going in full swing, and there's counselor of the week or kid of the week or whatever it is, and it's just, you know, the heat is unbearable. We let people know how they can cool off. I mean, all these things that are happening, and we had the 50-year reunion folks were in town, and they were encouraged to check out downtown, and they already had been and had just seen all the changes, the positive changes that have come. So I know that's a lot, and I appreciate everyone's indulgence, but it's just so many, you know, and even at Davidge, it's like for the fireworks, you had the basketball courts full. Now for all the AAU and all the stuff that goes on everywhere, Middletown got good in basketball because everyone's running at Davidge Park. And it's just good to see those courts being used, and it was just great things going on, and I'm grateful to everybody who has everything to do with that. So thank you very much for listening.
Alderman Green.
Thank you. Yeah, Kevin, well said on all of that. Those fireworks were phenomenal. Chief, getting out of there was absolutely amazing. That was really a great plan, and certainly was executed very well. And that, I mean, like you said, that fireworks show was just, wow, nonstop it felt like for a while, and not in a bad way, in a good way, because they were phenomenal. So great job all around for that. My condolences to the family of Kate Comer and anyone who knew her, because it's a big loss for everyone in the city. And then this coming Monday, the 13th, July 13th at 7 p.m., Alderman Gomez and I are going to be hosting our constituent meeting on site at Watts Park at Miller Field, which is at the intersection of Watkins and Wisner. So we hope to see as many of you there as we can have, and we will have some department heads who have RSVP'd, and we'll have a good discussion and kind of takeaways and see what we can get going on. But it's a good summer so far, and looking forward to seeing it through. Oh, sorry, that'll be 7 p.m. Thanks a lot for pointing that out. Yeah, so 7 p.m. at Watts Park. It's called Miller Field. That's at the intersection there. So hope to see you there. Thank you.
Alderman Ray.
Good evening. I just want to quickly just thank Maria and every other person who was involved in the planning and execution, and chief and all the officers who were there and everything, that fire department, people from the school. That event is really just another example of really how amazing our town is. And I heard it repeatedly, not just from my children, even though they say it ad nauseum, but, you know, we just do it better here. And we do. And watching the fireworks, I don't know how, but somehow every year the show gets a little bit better, because there were at least 5 times where my kids were like, oh, yay, it's over. I'm like, I don't think it's over, guys. I think it's still going. And they were like, there was like 5 finales in that show. And I said, it was amazing. And just so really, thank you to everyone involved there. My condolences to the family of Dispatcher Comer, and for our police family, who I know are going to miss her the most. So that's all I have tonight.
Alderman John Francois.
Yes, also, good evening. My condolences to the Cummins family. Katie will be missed throughout the whole community. She's a great loss to our community, so God bless her. To everyone that was involved with the 4th of July celebration, thank you so much. That was greatly appreciated. Everyone did a great job. I mean, we rock in Middletown. And for the 1st of July, I think Middletown was the only fireworks celebration in this area, #1. Everyone else canceled due to the weather. But thank you so much for everyone that was involved. And I'll take my hat out to the street department. We had over 100-something degrees out there, and these guys didn't miss a beat. They were out there working real hard for the community. I want to thank everyone that works hard that was involved with that. Thank you so much.
Alderman Rodriguez.
Yes, I'd like to start off by asking that I be first next time. I mean, yeah.
I try to rotate
So-
back and forth.
I can point out every point they made that I wanted to say anyway. So I don't know how many times we have to thank, we thank our department heads every week. Honestly, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I think it shows. So you said that, so I'm not going to say that. We have our constituents meetings, 4th Ward, 10 a.m. this Saturday. I want to let everybody know to please come out. And I also want to say great job. My condolences to Captain Comer. I did not know her, so not much I can say, but I know that you guys definitely will miss her. I heard so much already, and I definitely want to give my condolences to the rest of the family as well. And that's about it.
All right, new business.
Good evening. We have a resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey authorizing the incorporation of CDM Smith's 2026 hourly rate schedule into applicable city contracts.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Green. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean-Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. A resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean-Francois declaring a certain Department of Public Works equipment as surplus and authorizing its disposal.
A resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, seconded by Alderman Ray. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean-Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ray authorizing the acceptance of the 2026-2027 Gun Violence Elimination Grant.
A resolution sponsored by Alderman Ray, second by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ray declaring Police Department Vehicle Number 37 as surplus and authorizing its disposal.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Ray, second by Alderman Rodriguez. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez authorizing the acceptance of a $1,000 donation from First Federal Savings of Middletown for outdoor movie night.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez, second by Alderman Green. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey establishing the salary for the confidential secretary to the Commissioner of Public Works.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Green authorizing an agreement with Cherry Road Technologies, Inc., Amendment Number 9.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Green, seconded by Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey authorizing transfer of funds within the general budget to cover costs of insurance claims.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Rodriguez. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. A resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez authorizing and approving Orange Bank and Trust proposal for water billing and printing and mail.
A resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean Francois authorizing an agreement with PayServe Payroll Solutions for payroll processing services.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, seconded by Alderman Green. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ray issuing a negative declaration pursuant to secret for the proposed rezoning of 205-207 Monhagan Avenue.
Resolution by Alderman Ray, seconded by Alderman Rodriguez. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ray amending the zoning map to rezone 205-207 Monhagan Avenue from C2 Limited Business District to C3A Limited General Business District.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Ray, seconded by Alderman Green. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Green authorizing the award of the bid for tire disposal.
A resolution by Alderman Green, seconded by Alderman Ray. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt authorizing the award of a bid for annual HVAC maintenance work.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey authorizing the award of bids for chemicals.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez authorizing the award of a bid for disposal of aluminum, metal appliances, and cast iron.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean Francois authorizing the award of a bid for annual electrical maintenance work.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, seconded by Alderman Rodriguez. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Jean Francois?
Aye.
Ray?
Aye.
Green?
Aye.
Witt?
Aye.
Massey?
Aye.
President Rodriguez?
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean Francois authorizing the award of a bid for annual plumbing maintenance work.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, seconded by Alderman Green. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean Francois.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt authorizing the award of a bid for water pipe and gray iron castings.
A resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Ray. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean Francois.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey amending City Code Chapter 460-12 to establish a no parking here to corner zone on Ogden Street.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion?
You tired of talking yet, Rick?
You said it.
Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean Francois.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt amending the City Code Chapter 460-17 to establish 3 10-minute parking zones on Ogden Street.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean Francois.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez. Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Green authorizing the 2026 bond resolution to cover the cost of citywide capital needs.
Do I have a second?
You got it.
Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean Francois.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries.
Audit.
Mr. President, I move the accounts be audited, the claims
Hold on.
be adjusted.
We have one off the ground?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Go ahead, Alderman John Francois.
Requesting amended, the yield sign on Riverdale Avenue into North Aspen.
Motion by Alderman John Francois. Do I have a second? Alderman Rodriguez. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean Francois.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries.
We're good?
With it, yes.
Audit.
Okay. Mr. President, I move the accounts be audited, the claims be adjusted, and the city treasurer be authorized to issue warrants for their payment.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, second by Alderman Ray. Any- All in favor?
Aye.
Move for adjournment?
So moved.